Okay, so here's how I think we could do it. You would start, step one would be to cut a 2x4 into 2x2 sections, and they would be, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 foot long, or however long. And then once you make that cut, like a straight 90-degree cut, so your first cut would be 90 degrees on a table saw. The second cut, you would angle the table saw blade as shown in these pictures and make this diagonal cut down the length of the boards, and so that the 2x2 boards are essentially cut in half, but they have a longer side and a shorter side, so it's angled. And then once you have those lengths cut at an angle, the third step would be just to cut them into chunks at 90 degrees on a miter saw, and that would give you this block. So here's one of the blocks that I've covered with a painting, with like the wax painting. I made a stencil out of a piece of plastic so that I could stack up a bunch of my prints and cut like 8 little block outfits, so to speak, at a time. And then I can spray them all at the same time so that the process goes pretty fast.
So I just gave the little pieces of paper, which are prints I made with my jelly print, and I gave them a quick mist of 3M77 all-purpose furniture adhesive, and that's going to make them super sticky and stick to the outside of each block. And they'll all look like they're hand painted, which they are, but it's just a covering. So this is my little thing of tape to hold my little pieces in place while I mist them with the adhesive. So now they're covered in adhesive, and I will apply them to the blocks.
So all the blocks are covered, and this first time I just used prints I already had, but now that I see what it's gonna kind of look like, I'll make prints for a purpose, meaning I'll kind of figure out what colors I want in the grand scheme of things to make a design, and see what kind of prints actually look good against each other, and then just mod it from here. But I think overall, this is gonna look really, really neat. The texture of it looks really cool. I just need to get a board to glue them down on. Right now they're just little blocks. And they also look cool, arranged all different directions. I just kind of, was seeing what they look like in a certain pattern. But I think it's gonna look really neat whenever it's kind of a gigantic piece.